I thought that we did enough things right for me to come out and say, this was better than last time, this was better than last time, this was better than last time. So I'm going to talk on the this was better than last time first. I'll start with our defense. I thought we did an exceptionally good job of guarding in the half court. We made it, and Air Force is a difficult team to guard with their back cuts, with the movement they have. But I thought for the most part we did a really good job on that. We did a very good job on their key player, Coggins. He had 29 on us in the last game. And I thought we did a better job, we did a really good job of making it hard for him to get good, clean looks. And that was a huge piece to what we needed to do. We got to the free throw line like we did last time, and that doesn't always look pretty when you're standing there shooting free throws all night, but it wins games for you. We go 21 for 32, and they go 9 for 11. So that's a huge piece to what we do and did. We had an okay turnover game that we had them in bunches where it felt like there were more than the 9 that we had. The things that we didn't do well enough, the number one thing, and part of it early, I thought it was misfortune. We pressed a couple of times. I thought we had balls, and it went off our hands. But too many 50-50 balls there for the taking that we didn't get. And that's my number one complaint about the game. We didn't get those balls that bounded loose, and you say either team might get them. They got them, and we didn't. And that can't happen. And we beat them up on the boards last time. We had 17 offensive rebounds to their 6, and tonight they had 11, we had 10. So we weren't real good like we normally are on the glass. But we started a new win streak. We're 11-1. We fought hard, and sometimes that's what you have to do. When a lot of people say it didn't look pretty, there wasn't a lot of rhythm to it, but we won. And now we've got to do the same thing against a very good Utah State team coming in on Tuesday. Anything for me?
Steve, Winston had something like 14 points in the final 7-21. What was it that helped him lose?
Winston is a very, very smart basketball player. When he continues to get engaged and just making easy plays, he adds so many positives to what we do. He's a very good passer. He's becoming a much more reliable free throw shooter. He knows how to and has the ability to get to the rim. So he's a good player. He's a hard guard. And he played the next play. I think sometimes all of us, Winston in particular, if you're not careful, you worry about what just happened, and all of a sudden something negative happens on that next trip. He's much, much, much better on that front, and I think that's allowed him to grow. I was just getting ready to take him out because he played, I thought he was time to get a break, and he made a 3, then made a rebound or a steal, and we rode with him for a while, and he performed. He did a nice job.
It seemed like Air Force kind of did the same thing that Wyoming did in terms of attacking their guys' press, especially in the first half. They got a few licks just like going it down court and beating it.
They did what again?
Just beating your guys' full court press, just getting past half court and getting in their steps.
We almost, the difference between getting them and not getting them. We almost got them, and we didn't get them. I'm going to have to go back and look to see how many scores they got out of the full court press. We do that after every game. Against them at their place, we full courted them 18 times in the first half and forced 6 turnovers, but we didn't score on any of the 6 turnovers we forced. So I don't know how many baskets they got off of them. But what we also wanted to do And they did this to us a little bit. We wanted to burn a little shot clock with our full court defense, not allow them to push the ball up the floor and run all their quick hitting cuts and movement side to side for 30 seconds. We wanted them to do it for 20 seconds. And I thought we did that too. That was also part of what the press allowed us to do. Anything else?
Coach, James Johnson was in dress.
James Johnson's grandfather passed away. He is in Oklahoma. He was a military man, and they had a military funeral today. So James talked to me last week and told me that they were having the funeral, and you know, could I go? Should I go? I said you have to go. So he'll be back for practice on Monday.
Steve, part of what you're talking about with Winston, maybe some growth in his overcoming things. I mean, he had a long stretch there in that game where he didn't score a basket. So you're talking about a little bit of patience on his part as far as not kind of getting out of the game mentally when he's not getting the ball, because it's not like he had a lot of shots in the first half. He really didn't. But not kind of drifting out of the game when he hasn't made something for that long a period of time.
I put six bullet points on the board every game. I've said that before. And we've talked about what you as a player control. Attitude and effort. And that's on you. And if you don't have it, everybody watches and everybody knows. So we're getting better at it. And Winston's a guy that kind of wears it on his sleeve a little bit. And his attitude and effort are light years better than they were before. And I think that's helped him and us.
Coach, seeing former players here, is that still fun for you too to have them back?
It was terrific to have them back. They came in the locker room afterwards. I had them come out and come up in front of us, and I said they're here because they're proud of their history and where they came from. They're here with expectations that you continue to grow what they did. And they are like any other boastful NBA player. When they go in their locker room, they start talking about where they came from. With great pride, they can boast, I'm a San Diego State Aztec. And they follow you just like you follow them. So it was neat to see them here. And they wanted to be here. That was what was most impressive.
Coach, Polia's team kind of sparked that momentum shift. I mean, what does he really bring off the bench as that sixth man? It seems like he's had a couple of these games now where he comes in and they have a couple of big plays.
Dwayne Polee is high energy. He's got length and athleticism. And everybody knows it. It's like the ball is a magnet when he's out there. It finds him. And he gets his hands on a lot of balls defensively, too. He appeared to be playing soccer on one occasion where he had two kicks in a row. But he's active. And sometimes he tries to go a little too fast. But he's going to bring you energy. And he's going to bring you activity. And he'll change the dynamics of a game when he comes in. So I agree with you 100%. He comes in and there's a burst of energy that's felt from everybody when he comes in.
Steve, not having seen you guys since like November, like the first week of the season or so, how have your guys handled moving up in the polls, having the win streak and everything? Have they been able to stay on an even keel, or have there been times when you've had to kind of talk them back?
They've been very good. This is a group that you love to travel with, you love to go to practice with. I could recite how many times people have called and talked about how impressed they were when they came to their hotel, when they went to their restaurant, when they went to on their plane. They're a wonderfully nice group of people that have fun playing. And we've not gotten full of ourselves with winning. We've not grown tight with winning. We've tried to embrace it and enjoy the moment and savor victories. And then immediately, when we come in that next day, say, let's get after it and prepare ourselves for whoever we have next on the schedule. They've been as good as any team I've ever had, any time, any place, and anywhere. And that's helped us win. Thank you.